Okay, so we have a trade. It's unbelievable,
It's
man.
nuts, man.
Dude, we all in this football-loving nation of ours woke up this morning and saw the news that Tyreek Hill was told to seek a trade, and this had to have been going on under the radar, it seems, because a trade with the Dolphins came together pretty darn fast. And there it is. A first-round pick this year, number 29, which, by the way, is the Niners pick from the Trey Lance trade last year. Remember, they traded up to 3 with Miami.
Right.
So Miami's own earned pick already is elsewhere. That belongs to the Eagles because they gave it to the Eagles to get Waddle last year. So 29th overall, a second-round pick, 50th overall, and a fourth-round pick, and a fourth and sixth next year. Not bad for a fifth-round selection in 2020 and 2016, which Tyreek Hill was. And Tyreek Hill's going to get paid what? What's the 4-year, $120 million?
It's a lot.
4-year, $120 million extension, including $72.2 million. Oh, it's Drew Rosenhaus. So, I mean, no state tax, Drew Rosenhaus.
Done and done.
I mean, 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah. Well, it equals 120.
Equals Miami.
Yeah.
305. Dale.
Prime 112.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Live on Sunday.
and so this works on many fronts for Miami. Okay, let me just give you my quick first blush reaction. How many times have we been on the air and this
That's what I
happened?
mean. I was saying that earlier.
So let me just take it all in. So this works out so well for Miami because you not only have Waddle from last year, it's Waddle and Hill. Good luck. And Gesicki is a terrific tight end. Mm-hmm. And then you also just signed Cedric Wilson from Dallas, right?
Yep.
And then
Chase Edmonds
from Arizona, and he always looked terrific. But, James Conner took that bull by the horns. Devontae Parker, you didn't have to cough him up either. Boy, if I'm Kansas City, wouldn't you have wanted one of these guys back?
Maybe.
I don't. So those are your four wides, and your tight end and your running back. And by the way, if you want to hit somebody in the mouth, there's Raheem Mostert, and who knows how to use him and maybe all these pieces together. But Mike McDaniel, who's your new coach. So this is also a way for the Dolphins to go all in. And I would think that if you just saw what the Bills did to Kansas City in losing, but if you see what the Bills are doing on offense, we all do. We see you. We got the googly eyes on Buffalo. You might have to win some games 40-35, right? 42-35, and you got to compete in a conference that now has Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson still in it and back. So you got to compete. And it also shows, okay, that was a shocking firing of Brian Flores, but we wanted to go with an offensive guy, and boy, have we stocked the shelves, which also not only in a way shows that it wasn't in their minds an unfair firing that deserves a lawsuit, but the ultimate challenge in that lawsuit is the threat from that lawsuit is that their owner doesn't really want to win. And he just gave the green check mark to a significant trade for a significant amount of money. And now the question is, can Tua pull it off?
Yep.
Or did they just get all this together for Teddy Bridgewater getting yet another shot? And if Bridgewater does wind up getting another shot there, well, then he's becoming Ryan Fitzpatrick 2.0, where he shows up in the spot where he shows up, he's going to eventually get the start. And maybe he can finally get what he's wanted from health to support to everything, coaching. and this will be fascinating. But one thinks they are in on Tua. They drafted him. They took him instead of Herbert. They wanted him. They got him. And they have now supported him in a way that one would say is more significant than the way that the Chargers have supported Herbert. Right? Burrow's gotten the support. We've seen what's happened there.
Yeah, did you mention Terran Armstead yesterday, too?
No. How about that?
Huge left tackle signing.
They are loaded, ready to go. Love it. Very aggressive. Very aggressive for the Miami Dolphins.
Enough to jump New England or Buffalo?
I think they've just passed New England. And I say that with the caveat of Bill always puts something together that the sum of the parts is more significant and dangerous than just what we see on paper.
And Mac Jones was the most impressive rookie quarterback last year. But
you always have to...
Holes everywhere on defense.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, Tyreek Hill is significant. And Waddle was beginning to burn bright. And now you've got a coach who's some mad genius sitting in his laboratory right now going, yeah, man. And he's outside of the box, and the Dolphins get the kudos to going with somebody who's totally outside of the box.
And now you get to think about Tyreek maybe and the Deebo Samuel role from last year that the Niners used.
I know why people would say that, but he's no Deebo. He's not going to run people over. He's not going to hit you. Mouthpieces aren't flying out because Tyreek Hill's coming down at you.
No, but
so
he's the fastest guy in the field.
No, I know that.
Yeah, but Deebo's running through you, though.
True.
I don't know if there is another Deebo Samuel. But you've got a guy. But you do have a guy that can be as creative with Hill as one thinks Andy Reid was as creative with him in Kansas City. But there's that trigger, man. You know who Tua isn't, and you know who Bridgewater isn't, and hardly anybody is. Patrick Mahomes. Tell me Kansas City plays Miami.
Ooh, good question.
Just say it. Just tell me what I feel like it's just tell me what I need to know. Just tell me what I want to hear. Just tell me what I want to hear.
I don't believe that they do.
They don't? Because
they don't.
Oh, damn it.
They don't.
So we'll have to wait to the playoffs for that one, huh?
Yeah.
6 versus 3 seed. And the Kansas City fans are like 3 seed. Well, you might have to get used to that.
Yeah, right.
But it's a very deep wide receiver draft. Question is who you're going to get that you can target 150 plus times as the Chiefs did Hill this year. Oh, man. What a story. What a day. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.